What is going on, everybody? Project Rodder out here, and it is time for Freestyle. Let's cap off event number 2 of the Stadium Series. We have had our fastest qualifier already in Northern Nightmare. Then Northern Nightmare was knocked out in the final round by Dalmatian, and Toro Loco came and dominated the skills challenge. So this is our leaderboards going in to Freestyle. Northern Nightmare still on top. Blue Thunder trailing right behind him. Avenger in third. Gravedigger and Max Z tied for fourth. So on and so forth. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road as we start with Freestyle here in Glendale. First off, to start today's Freestyle event, we have Mohawk Warrior with some huge air, almost clipping the back of that backflip ramp, or the end of the backflip container there, but luckily he was able to clear it. Very impressive, very good way to start his Freestyle run. Mohawk Warrior and Blake Bell 2, unfortunately not having the best luck so far in the Stadium Series. Thought he was going to go over there, but he's able to keep it on all fours, but hasn't been having the best luck so far. But it's not over yet. We're going to reach the halfway point next stop, so still plenty of opportunities to get some points basically and make up some ground here. But Mohawk Warrior, as he saves it again. Mohawk Warrior and Blake Bell 2 was 10th in Freestyle in Anaheim. Came out with a pretty strong run, however, it wasn't enough, as we did have some dominating runs in Anaheim, and I'm sure we're going to see it today. So far, he's been doing pretty good in his run. I'm sure he's going to score pretty well. I know he wants to come out and get these points, get some wins here to get further ahead in the leaderboards. Nice backflip there. But last time around in Anaheim, he scored a 26. Excuse me, he was actually last in Freestyle. I was looking at the wrong score sheet. He was actually last in Freestyle, unfortunately, with a 26. So definitely wants to turn things around as he almost goes over. As he's now in bonus time. Rolling it over. Is he going to be able to save it? Yes, he is. He will hopefully be able to fulfill bonus time to the fullest. Let's see if he can get some moves here, get a good score. I know we had an issue in Anaheim with the bonus judge being quite generous, giving everybody a 5. So we've made changes there. We've made some adjustments, and we hopefully should not be seeing that in today's event. But last couple seconds of bonus time, and that's it. I don't think this last little save here should count towards the score. On a 36, so 33 in regulation, 3 in bonus time, 36, 10 more points than his score in Anaheim. So very impressive, great run right off the bat. I knew it was going to score well because it was a pretty impressive run as Whiplash and Morales TCS comes out with some huge air. Morales TCS, as I mentioned, one of 2 females in this series. The other being April Summers and Dalmatian. But Whiplash was 11th with a 28 in Anaheim. So another driver definitely wanted to come out and make a name for themselves and get some points, score well, have a good run, and get up there in the leaderboards. So far so good as we reach close to the halfway point of regulation. Morales TCS also made it to the second round in racing. Had an impressive first round. Unfortunately, had to face the fastest qualifier in Northern Nightmare in round 2, and ultimately was the one that knocked her out. But no big deal. She got some points from there. Did pretty decent in qualifying. Two-wheel skills. Excuse me. I keep getting the name of that wrong. Keep getting confused. Skills, unfortunately, didn't have the outing she was hoping for, but no big deal. So far, it's been a pretty good freestyle run. She just needs to pick it up a little bit more as the last 10 seconds of regulation come, and then hopefully bonus time if she can keep it on all fours. All right, this right here should be the last bit as we go into bonus time. So 30 seconds. Let's see what she can do. See if she can score well to get up there, as she's in some trouble here, but flipping it over, able to keep it back on all fours. I think she hit the brakes just at the right time as she goes for a huge backflip. Very impressive. Was able to get out of that without backing up and facing a deduction. So 5 seconds left in bonus. Good enough for one more hit. This is going to be it right here. And bonus is done as the scores come in. Cartwheeling her way over And on her lid, a 33, so a 29 in regulation, 4 in bonus. Pretty good run for Whiplash and Morales TCS. Unfortunately, not enough to knock out Mohawk Warrior, but still a pretty impressive score. So, I'm sure she's pretty satisfied with that. Better than Anaheim, we can put it that way. So, Monster Mutt coming out now. Monster Mutt and Ryan Hayward. Unfortunately, another driver that's been struggling a little bit here as of late. Monster Mutt was 10th in freestyle last time, also with a 28, just like Whiplash. And was actually 11th in skills. I believe was knocked out in the first round of racing. So a little bit of a bad streak here, but it's okay. Definitely can come back. I'm sure. Huge air there, but hey, anything's possible here. Like I said, it's only the second stop. We got 3 more to go. Next stop is going to be the halfway point, but there's 12 more opportunities to get points. So 30 seconds left. Let's see what else he can do and put up a good score. He needs to pick it up just a little bit to impress the judges here. This is I feel like it's not as big as a track as Anaheim, but there's definitely a lot of different ways you can do some jumps here and everything, and do jumps and tricks and stuff. And really the main thing is you want to be technical. Make sure you hit all the moves you can in order to score well with the judges, as he is able to save it and get it into a little bit of a moonwalk. That's the end of regulation as he moves into bonus time. So far, so good for Monster Mutt and Ryan Hayward. Huge backflip in the bonus time. 20 seconds left. Let's see what else he can do. Pick it up some, get some of them bonus points. About 10, well, less than 10 seconds at this point, but let's see what he can do. 3, 2, and 1. I don't know. I don't think that move is going to count towards bonus, but let's see what the score is going to be as they come in. And a 32, so good enough for third place at the moment. 30 in regulation, 2 in bonus. Pretty good regulation score. Unfortunately, the bonus was not enough as Zombie comes flying out. But currently good enough for third place. So, with that being said, we're moving on to Zombie now. So Zombie, 9th in freestyle back in Anaheim. Eddie Garcia Jr. scoring a 30 then. So far, the last 3 trucks that have come out to freestyle have scored better than they did in Anaheim. So hopefully it's the same case for Zombie and Eddie Garcia Jr. Getting some air, good air there. Reaching that halfway point in freestyle. Zombie was also 9th in the skills challenge today. So has been kind of hovering at the bottom so far. Another truck here looking to break out and have a break out and then start getting some wins, getting some more points, scoring a little higher to get those points. You don't have to get first place to get the most amount of points. I mean, yes, of course you can get 12 points. That's this is some trouble here. Is he gonna have to back up? I'm sure he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to face that deduction, so he's going to try to go for the backflip. He's able to just barely rotate it over into a stoppy moonwalk. Got to ride it all the way over. That was pretty good. That was very fortunate that he did not have to back up and face a deduction as he goes into bonus time. But as I was saying, yes, first place gets you those 12 points. However, second and third still gets you some good points there. So 11 and 10, I mean, those add up quick. So just doing well really at the end is all that matters. Just trying to be as best as you can, score as high as you can, be as fast as you can with a huge backflip. I don't even know what to call that. Into a little bit of almost a wheelie there, but I'm sure he wasn't sure what was going on. He didn't want to go over. He fills bonus time. Here comes his score, a 25 regulation, 3 in bonus, only a 28. So unfortunate for Eddie Garcia Jr. Regulation was lacking just a bit, and it wasn't enough to take a lead. And as I said, he's currently sitting in last. Like I said, I think it was a 30 in Anaheim. So unfortunate, but no big deal. 3 more events to go. Here's April Summers and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Nice wheelie there, almost going into the wall there. But our racing winner of today, knocking out our fastest qualifier. And not only that, but putting out the fastest times on this track with like a 2 or 3, going for that reverse backflip into a little bit of a stoppie there. That's the move that's been haunting her in skills. 2 times she's tried. She tried in Anaheim and she tried here in Glendale. And both times she just was not successful. But this time around, she just gassed it and got it. So, hey, now's as good a time as any to get it done. But as I was saying, not only did she knock out the fastest qualifier in racing in Northern Nightmare, but she put up the fastest times today in this track. And I believe a couple of those times were under 22 seconds. Nobody else got under 22 seconds but her. So very impressive. She definitely wanted the win today to make up some ground. But she was 8th in freestyle in Anaheim, scoring a 31. So hoping to score a little bit higher. She's got that racing win. Would not mind a freestyle win as she's in some trouble here. No, luckily able to roll it over just fine. Looking like a little bit of a stall, but she's good. She's in bonus time. Let's see what she can get done here. I think trying to figure out where she's going, a little disoriented, I'm sure. Going for a huge backflip. Might just over-rotate it. Landed on her lid. Thought that might be it, but she had just enough momentum to kind of roll herself over. But that's going to be it. Unfortunately, that's the end of her run. 31 in regulation, 2 in bonus time. So only good enough for a 33. Currently tied in second place with Whiplash. As here comes Max D, our halfway mark of today's freestyle event. Sixth, it's a hard word. 6th truck out today as he flies high, getting some huge air. Max D and Ethan Waters, the driver, got 7th in freestyle last time around in Anaheim, scoring a 32. So let's see what he can come out and do today. Nice backflip off the side of the container there. Definitely a different take, something unique, and he's able to save it. Nicely done by Max D. Max D was 2nd in skills, so almost got the win. However, old Toro Loco was able to come out and dominate with a really high score. Though he got the 11 points, and he's currently tied in 4th place with Gravedigger. So shredding the body off as he has 30 seconds left in bonus time. See what he can do here. Looks like he's going to be in some more trouble, but he's able to carry that momentum and gas it out of the little pickle he was in there and get it back on all 4s. Nice cyclones coming from Max D as he has 10 seconds left in regulation. So far, it's a pretty good run. We may have a new leader after this. I'm not sure. Huge air, almost mimicking what Mohawk Warrior did. Mohawk Warrior did clear that container, though. It's probably a good thing. Oh, into bonus time, but he clips the end of the container there. I'm sure that did not feel good in the driver's seat. I'm sure he's going to feel that tomorrow morning. Halfway through bonus, though. Huge air. Let's see what he can do. I'm sure we should have a new leader here, but it all comes down to the judges. But it's been a very impressive run. A front flip, I would say, in bonus time. And a 37, 33 in regulation, 4 in bonus. So there you go. We have a new leader just barely by 1 point. A 37 for Max D, Mohawk Warrior with a 36, Dalmatian 33, Whiplash 33, Monster Mutt 32, and Zombie with a 28. But back to that front flip. That is the second one we've seen today. It wasn't necessarily clean. However, it's still a front flip. Very impressive. I'm surprised he didn't score a little more in bonus time, but hey, we had that talk with our bonus judge, making sure we weren't just giving out points left and right like nothing. So, still very impressive. That was awesome. Can't wait to see if we'll see any more as Bakugan, our reigning freestyle champion from Anaheim. Huge backflip, but he scored a 42, the first driver to get to score more than 40 in a freestyle event. So far between this series and the arena series, and Northern Nightmare was right behind him with a 40 and got second place, but looks like he's in some trouble here. He's really good at just gassing out of those situations, keeping it on all 4s. I remember when he did that in Anaheim too. He just gassed it. He did not give up. I don't think the side of his body even touched the dirt. I mean, he was just gassing it. It was a desperate attempt, and he was able to keep it on all 4s, and that's just about what he did now. But 30 seconds left in bonus time. Score to beat currently is a 37 that was just set by Ethan Waters and Max D. So pretty good control, pretty good run. It's going to be close with this one too, I'm sure. I mean, he's bringing out a good run. 10 seconds left in regulation. As he gets a front flip, 2 back-to-back front flips between the trucks. A clean landing. He's drifting it over. He's in bonus backflip right as he goes into bonus time. He got it in regulation. That's going to be the difference maker, I'm sure. He got it just as regulation was ending, going into bonus time, then a front flip or a backflip immediately into bonus time. We're going to have a new leader. There is no doubt. We are going to have a new leader after this. The 3rd front flip in today's event. Something about the way this track is set up, it's just making these drivers line it up perfectly. Another backflip, 2, I'm sure, end the run. There it is. Boom, done. Bonus is over. Let's see what the scores is. I'm excited to see it. I'm sure we have a new leader. And a 39, 35 in regulation, and 4 in bonus time, 39. We have a new leader with Lane Flores, 2, and Bakugan. Looking like he wants to come out for another win after dominating in Anaheim. That was impressive. That was a very clean front flip. He was able to land it and keep it going, and he got it in regulation. So, very impressive, but enough of that for now. Let's move on to El Toro Loco and Julian Peacock Jr., who was our skills winner. He was able to master the maximum moonwalk into a reverse flip, the move that I mentioned before, Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers has been trying to land but hasn't had any luck. And he got it the first try. So, very impressive. It was a really awesome run. But going back to Anaheim, once again, El Toro Loco and Julian Peacock Jr. was 5th in freestyle with a 33. Now, if he wants that win here, he's going to have to put up quite an impressive run, as Bakugan just came out and put out a 39. So, definitely going to have to pick it up some. It's going to be tough to beat, though, because that was an impressive front flip. It was clean. The drift afterwards into a backflip, that was incredible. I can't get over it. I'm sure it's not fair for me to just obsess over it during his freestyle run, so I'll drop it at that. But nice reverse flip from El Toro Loco, showing us how he won skills. Nice wheelie all the way across. That perfect control. But he's in trouble here, and that's going to be it. I'm sure he's going to try to get out of this, but no, that's going to be it. 33 in regulation, 0 in bonus. I'm sure because he landed in, I guess, the out-of-bounds area, that cut his freestyle short. And, I mean, even when he tried getting out, he ended up flipping over anyways. So he was out of bounds, and I'm sure that's why him backing up didn't deduct his points. So, very unfortunate for El Toro Loco. Still not a bad score. I'm sure he could have scored a little higher had he been able to complete his run. But here comes Avenger and Nicholas Morgis, who has been one of our fastest drivers, really. Hasn't made it to the final race yet, but has been putting high fast times in qualifying and has been going pretty far in the race bracket as he clears a container just like Mohawk Warrior did, rolling it over, keeping it on all fours. Nicely done by Avenger, who was 6th in freestyle in Anaheim, scoring a 33. So another backflip off this side of the container there. But definitely wants to come out and score big. Like I said, Bakugan just threw out that 39 not too long ago. So he set the bar. Let's just put it that way. But nicely done, cartwheeling it over into a save. About 15 seconds left in regulation. See what he can do here. Don't know what to call that, but that was pretty impressive. Let's see, 5, 4, 3. This donut's going to count in regulation as he moves into bonus time now. Let's see what he can get done. Huge air off the side of that jump there. Still managing to keep some of that body on, though, even though it's shaking pretty bad. Clipping the back or the top of that jump there, rolling it over but keeping it on all fours. 10 seconds left in bonus. Let's see what he can get done here. Oh, this is going to be trouble. Well, not as violent as I thought. Not as violent, but pretty impressive. That's it. He is done. Bonus time is over. Here come these scores. What's it going to be? A 37, so 2 points shy of tying with Bakugan. 34 in regulation, 3 in bonus time. So good enough for second place at the moment for Avenger, as Gravedigger comes out with some huge air. That could have been very troublesome had he not landed that the way he did. So very fortunate there as he takes it the other way, trying to clear that race lane there, but came up just a bit short, but still very impressive. Tom Holland Spider-Man driving Gravedigger, but is currently tied in 4th place in the leaderboards, tied in 4th with Max D and Ethan Waters. But going back to Anaheim, Gravedigger was 4th in freestyle with a 34. So needs to score 5 or more, 5 points to tie, 6 more points to take the lead if he wants to take Bakugan out compared to Anaheim. But let's see what he can do here as he reaches the halfway point of regulation. So far, we've had some very impressive runs. There's only been one score under 30. Every other score so far has been over 30. So these drivers are coming out. They're wanting to dominate. They're wanting to put on a show. They're wanting to get these points to keep them at the top. A little bit of trouble there. Luckily, he was able to keep the momentum and keep the truck going. Uh-oh, this is going to be some trouble. No, it's able to flip him back over on all fours. So could have been pretty troublesome, but he's able to save it. 10 seconds left in regulation. He's going to hit a stop. He's going to gas it into a moonwalk. Yes, he is. Kind of twisting and turning it a little bit. Is he going to be able to save it to get into bonus? Yes, he's able to get it on all fours, and he is back in bonus time. Going for the backflip, it looks like. Yes, nice big backflip, clean backflip. Turning the wheels at the last second to make sure he doesn't have to back up. Halfway into bonus, let's see what he can do. I'm sure this run is going to score well. First backflip, well, second backflip really, but first intentional backflip off that container there. 5 seconds left. Let's see what he can finish off his run with. He's going to go for this last move here. Huge air. Scores are coming in as he slams into the wall there. And a 34, 31 in regulation, 3 in bonus. So not enough to take the lead. If anything, he just matched his score from Anaheim. So still a very impressive run, however, not enough. Could have done a little more in regulation as Blue Thunder comes out with some huge air trying to clear it. Just barely missed it too, just like Gravedigger did. But Blue Thunder coming out. I'm sure he's not too happy with his racing results and skills results. I thought he was going to get in some trouble there, but in skills, he actually got a front flip. He cleared the front flip in skills, but it wasn't enough. He scored an 8.2 something, if I'm not mistaken, and didn't really get the score he wanted, I'm sure. So, I mean, he's coming out for some blood here. He wants to get this win and redeem himself after, I'm sure he feels cheated from the skills challenge. But halfway through regulation, pretty good run so far. Definitely should get some more technical moves in to score well with the judges. But Blue Thunder, more than clearing the container, and with that jump there, very impressive. Blue Thunder was 3rd in freestyle last time with a 34 in Anaheim, so definitely wants to do more here. But I feel like that was nice. That was really nice. But I feel like he's just lacking a little bit here in regulation. He needs to do a little more. He's having the big jumps, the big air, the huge air, but he needs to get a little more technical, if I'm being honest. But MT World Media, the driver behind Blue Thunder, as he wraps up regulation, 5 seconds left. What's he going to do? He's going to try to get a backflip, but wasn't able to get it. Now he's in bonus time. Let's see what he can do here. Like I said, his regulation run has been pretty good, but he's lacking a little bit when it comes to technical moves. So I don't know how well he's going to score, but it all comes down to these next 15 seconds, and we'll find out for sure. 10 seconds left. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, into some trouble, flipping it over. Is he going to be able to save it? Yes, he is. That should score well with bonus, but here come these scores. Not sure how this is going to go. And at 33, a 30 in regulation, 3 in bonus. Definitely not the number he wanted to see. So, unfortunate for Blue Thunder. As Northern Nightmare, the last truck comes out, but I don't know. That's not that kind of sucks. But moving on to Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens 27. He's upset. I'm sure he's upset. He's been the fastest qualifier 2 events in a row. Huge air. Fastest qualifier 2 events in a row. Second in freestyle. Second in racing twice. So far he's been the runner-up in the major events. I'm not too sure exactly where he lands in skills. He was, let's see, 7th in skills today and was 2nd in skills in Anaheim. So he was just a runner-up pretty much all the way through Anaheim. If we're being honest, some trouble here, possibly. No, he's able to save it. But he's having a pretty good run so far. I'm sure he wants to go for that win. I mean, even though he's been a runner-up, he's still getting those points, and that's why he currently sits first in the leaderboards. I'm telling you, getting first place is honestly what you want, but second and third place isn't bad either. You get those points, 11 points for second, 10 points for third. So obviously it works for Northern Nightmare. And Alex Stevens 27 as he comes close to wrapping up regulation, 5 seconds left. Let's see what he can do here. Not sure if he's going to get another hit in. That little hit there as he goes into bonus time. It has been a pretty impressive run, though. So if he can keep it up in bonus, trouble here. Able to save it. But if he can keep it up in bonus, I'm sure he'll be close to Bakugan and Lane Flores too, as he comes up towards the end of his bonus time. See what he can do here. A violent rollover. Is this going to be it? He's able to save it, but I'm sure that's it. Yep. That's not going to count towards bonus. Let's see what the final scores are going to be. What is it going to be? A 38, so 1 point shy of tying with Bakugan. That means we have back-to-back freestyle winners in Bakugan Dragonoid and Lane Flores 2. There's the front flip. I'm sure that's what did it this time around. That drift around the jump, then straight to the back flip. So here are the final scores and points for today's event. Dragonoid in first place, Northern Nightmare in second, Avenger in third, so on and so forth. This was a great event. Only one truck out of the 12 had a score under 30. This is the leaderboards after today's event. Northern Nightmare still in first place, Avenger moving to second, Max D moving to third, Blue Thunder and Gravedigger now tied for fourth, Bakugan in sixth, so still has some ground to make up, but he's been doing pretty good. Either way, thank you so much for today's event. Next event is Atlanta. Can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.